Hey guys, it's Mark B, and I'm bringing you a glueless wig construction tutorial. So today I'm going to use several items, including a 22-inch mannequin head. I'm going to use a black dome cap, which can be purchased from any local beauty supply store. I'm going to use some T-pins. I'm going to use 3 bundles, and I'm going to use a 5x5 HD closure. And I've already bleached the knots, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and place my closure onto my dome cap all the way at the front, leaving just about a ½ inch above the front of the dome cap, just because if I want to glue it down or give more of that frontal look, I have the extra to do so. So now I'm just taking my T-pins and placing them on each side of the closure in the front. Then I'm going to place some at the back, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch my closure going around from one side to the next. I'm going to go ahead and clip my hair out of the way, and I'm going to stretch out my closure all the way just to make sure that it gets really tight and the laces pull tight, so that way I don't get any buckling or lumps and bumps when I get ready to put it on my client. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start from one end of the front of the dome cap, sewing through the elastic on the inside of the dome cap all the way around the closure. And I'm stitching pretty close together just to make sure that I don't get any lumps and bumps or any pulling, I guess, in it when I get ready to install it on my client's head. So I'm starting on the right side, and I'm going to work my way all the way around to the left. Now that I've sewn my closure on, I'm going to use 3 bundles of my body wave hair from my company, Envy Me Virgin Hair Boutique. I believe these are lengths 18, 20, and 22. And so I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to stitch horizontally from right to left. I'm sorry, I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to start on the left side, and I'm going to go across right, and I'm going to stitch back and forth, folding my wefts over. You'll be able to follow this in the tutorial if you continue watching, so just kind of pay attention, because it's very simple. It will be the same as if you were going to install a sew-in or anything else. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. So here, once I got to the end of my dome cap, I'm going to flip over my wefts and stitch the opposite direction. This allows for me to not have to cut my clients' bundles, because a lot of people don't like their bundles cut. Plus, it helps to minimize shedding because I didn't have to cut the wefts. So just fold it over and stitch it really good on that end and just go back and forth as if you were doing a sew-in. So I normally double all of my bundles except for the very top right by the closure. And right here I'm almost done. I've sewn 2 of the bundles on and I'm working on my last bundle, but I'm singling my wefts here just so I don't get a lot of bunching or that kind of thickness at the top by the closure. I want it to lay as flat and as natural as possible. So here I'm gonna single the wefts. If you can double it and still make it flat, then by all means do so. So now we're getting ready to color. So I'm using some of my BW white powder, and I'm using a 30 volume developer, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of that together, and I'm just gonna brush through to give some really pretty caramel tone kind of balayage effect, highlighted effect to the ends of the hair. So here I'm getting ready to add some lightener to my paddle brush, and I'm just going to lightly brush through the wig to give an ombre balayage highlighted effect to my hair. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can hand paint, you can use foils, but because I was pressed for time, I used the paddle brush because it's so quick. Here I'm just adding a few highlight pieces towards the front, some accent pieces. So I'm just using my finger to brush the little lightener up a little bit higher where my closure is in the front. So now that I've achieved the color that I want, I'm going to go ahead and take my wig and rinse out the lightener, and then I'm going to shampoo it. I'm going to tone it a little bit with my shimmer lights, and I'm going to condition the wig. So this shimmer lights actually is the purple shampoo, which takes out some of the brassiness or any brassiness that might be left from the lightening of the hair. Once I do that, I'm going to condition the hair, and after I rinse the conditioner out, I'm going to put the hair in the dryer overnight so that when I come in tomorrow, I can go ahead and style it and show you guys how I customize the lace closure. So here's the color, beautiful caramel golden highlights in the wig. So here I'm just going to condition the hair just to make sure that it's still soft and manageable after coloring. We're going to rinse and dry. So we'll see you guys tomorrow so you can see how I style and customize the closure part of the wig. Hey guys, so we're back and my wig is all dry, ready to style. So I just wanted to show you guys the color. I really love the color, beautiful caramel toned highlighted effect towards the hair. So right now I'm getting ready to customize and style. So I'm using a wax stick to press out my closure to make sure that the hair lays really flat. And I'm just going to go through it with the hot comb a couple times just to make sure that it's smooth and lays as natural and as flat as possible. Now that I'm done with the hot combing, I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to customize the hairline just to make it look a little bit more natural. So I'm taking my tweezers, I'm parting out a little bit of what would possibly be my baby hair if the client desired baby hair. And I'm just going to tweeze sporadically some of the excess hair out to make the hairline a little more natural and not so dense across the very front. So I'm going to do this on both sides, and I do it in sections just to make sure that I don't tweeze too much hair out, because you can over tweeze, which will cause excessive shedding and then balding, which you don't want. So make sure that you don't over tweeze. I'm getting ready to do this on both sides, and I'm just pulling out some of the hair and light strokes just to make sure I don't damage the lace as well. Now that I've customized the closure and I have the hairline looking the way I want, I'm just going to go in and add a few layers with my razor comb. You can purchase one of these from any local beauty supply store, and I'm just going to lightly go in and add layers just to give me a little more depth and dimension and to give my curls more oomph. Now I'm going to go in and use my curling iron. It's a 1.5 inch barrel Red Tool Pro. And I'm just going to go in and curl the hair as normal. You can use whatever hot tool you like. You can use a flat iron, you can use the curling iron, you can use the curling wand, you can use a crimper, Marcel, whatever your preference is. But I'm just using my trusty flat curling irons. I love these. I've had them for quite a while now, and they have never gone out on me. So this is what I'm going to use to achieve the look that we're doing today. Now that I'm done curling, I'm going to use a wide tooth comb just to kind of comb some of the curls out to give me a more voluminous, sexy, big hair kind of look. So you can actually leave the curls in if you like, but I just like to brush mine out to give a softer, more natural look. I don't like the curls to be so perfect. So here you can see the color turned out great. The closure looks great. The hairline is great. The tweezing is great. And I didn't even tweeze a part in the hair. That's just from me bleaching the knots properly. And I have tutorials on how I bleach knots. So check out more from us at Press Natural Hair Spa. We thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.